Good, whatever it is. I'm Antalous. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So let's get this thing fired up, and I'm going to show you what I've been working on. So there's actually a few reasons why this series hasn't been going on. First of all, being those spiders are so dang annoying. So I've come up with a solution, and that's where we're going. Also, I have to say, looking at these ships, I love this update. However, a lot of the mods haven't updated their textures to be similar, and so yeah, they're going to need some work. But anyways, we're going to come over here to this platform, and I'll show you what's going on. So 2 days of fuel. Let's see how long it will take us to slow down. Probably about an equivalent amount of time, meaning 2 days. So here we go. This is one of the things I've been working on, because as I was expanding out the base to make room for things, I learned that the spiders can still spawn in everything, and it's super annoying. I love these new models. But anyways, so because they can spawn in everything, I decided to build a base that doesn't have to deal with that issue as much. Oh, I've got everything I need on me. And that's this base. And this is going to be some sort of an elevator between the two floors. I had a mod for it, but it wasn't really working. And now that pistons are supposedly fixed, I think I'll try a piston in there and see how that works. Oh man, this is the first I've seen the new solar panels, and they work. That's another reason why I wanted to come out here, is because on that base, for some reason, solar panels just don't work. And so being out here lets us use solar panels for some of our things. And that's way nice, because it means that we can run out of fuel and be okay. And also this has better Gatling turrets. So it's got one at each of the four corners, and then one like dead center. And we're gonna just fly through this hole that I'm missing. Grr. Okay, we'll go out and around. So let's move this ship to somewhere less in the way. Yeah, I'm pressing the wrong button. Whoops. So we'll come over here and we'll bring it down. I think we'll just attach it to this edge. Yeah. And park and power down. And yeah, there we go. So on top of here, eventually I want this to be where I live, I'm thinking. And there's going to be a small ship landing pad right here. And then I'm thinking I'll connect to other platforms. And so we'll make a series of these basically oil rigs. And they'll link out to each other through walkways and other things. And so I'll have a walkway for just like my living quarters, probably a large ship area, or not a walkway, a landing pad / oil rig for my living quarters, a large ship area, a refinery / assembler section, like an industrial section, and probably a few other things I haven't thought of yet. But we're just going to get started on, I'm thinking my top priority should be said base ship, because if things go to crap, I want to be able to get out of here. So we're gonna just start with a grid, and given I'm building off of those, yeah, we should be okay. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do actually is I'm gonna make it wide rather than tall. So I'm gonna shoot for 3 tall. We'll see what actually happens. And we'll do an interior space of 3, and it's going to be an oxygen containing unit, like it's going to be airtight. So I guess it was going to be really 5 wide, but only 3 for me to walk. How does that look? It looks rather squarish. Okay, that's fine. We can change it later. and as I add more things, I'm sure it will do better. Oh, let's not rely on hydrogen to get on this thing. What did I press the wrong? No, I did. Or maybe I did. And we'll add a ramp here temporarily, just so we can get up and down. And then this is our center point. And I like sloping fronts, something that's just angled in. And so we'll allow for that. And that's where our pilot seat will be, and I'll slope that in. And then I'm gonna use interior blocks, I'm thinking. And so let's actually just redo this whole thing. What is in 8? The menu will open up. That's a catwalk. Oh, cool. I'm not used to their new designs for everything, so it's gonna take a little bit. So I think interior walls are quite a bit lighter. Oh, everything's rotated differently. Grr. We can't have that. So character tools, welder, grinder, and I didn't bring a gun. That's fine. Okay, and 4. That's what I want. Oh, interesting. And we'll leave an open spot right now. Eventually, I actually will have a ramp out the side, so maybe that will just be a permanent feature. And then I'm thinking the assemblers will go outside of this, or the refineries, and then assemblers maybe further back. Now this is going to be where I want an engine. Let's actually start working on that. I love the new drill design too. Or not the drill, the grinder. Like everything just looks so much better. And so all blocks, we want our atmospheric thrusters. And I'm going to go for large ones this time. So 3, how does, oh, we're going to have to lift it up to be able to put these on there in the first place. But how tall are these? I'm not actually sure. That's 4 tall. I want to use the large ones though. You know what? We're going to allow it. We're going to make this 4 tall on second thought. I think that should do that. We'll allow that to happen. Man, I wasn't prepared for how big these things actually are. Huh. We're going to have to lift this up, I think, to put those on. Because I'd like them one lower down. I'd like them to be attached to the second tier mainly. Let's see if our little mining ship can lift this thing. Okay, so power on, then detach. Proximity and lift. No, it can't lift it. Darn. We're going to need some other way to lift this up then. And I already ground down the old base. Shoots. I'll figure it out in a bit. I'll probably, you know what, let's not figure that out in a bit, because that's how mistakes happen. Let's just slap on some small thrusters, and we'll lift it up before we actually finish building this thing, is what I'm thinking. And I'm going to drop down that hole at some point. So we'll just put that in there. And these are temporary, just so we can, actually no, you have to be there. So these will have to be finished earlier than everything else. And I would like a welding ship to do this with. And so anyways, this will lift it up, let us put our engines on the side, and then I'm thinking we'll do some landing gear that are slightly tucked in somewhere. Maybe they'll be further out on the engines themselves. And then we'll want our refineries. Man, I'm just gonna redo all these menus. So no, sorry, every single time my first one has to be a welder and then a grinder, and then we want the refinery and the assembler, and let's do cargo containers, and we're only going to use small, and we'll use conveyors. Control station, we'll need that too. And then conveyor tubes. And yeah, we'll go from there. So this whole section is going to be taken up by our first thruster. And then I'm thinking we'll go a refinery here. If I can rotate it the way I want. I want this one to be the one that's facing forward. Yeah. And then we'll come around to the other side, and that one will be facing backwards. I think we'll be okay with the engines the way that they are. Oh, come on. It's rotating every single time I do something. There we go. And place it like that. And we'll figure out the conveyors for those in a bit. What matters is that they are attached for now. Ah, man, I'm gonna want some modules on those though. Yeah, we'll face them down on second thought. Is that right? I think that's right. Yeah, we'll go with that. And yeah, we'll be able to put our modules on top. So we'll cut this one off. And yeah, that should do. And so that our modules will be on top. We'll run the everything else from the side there. This will be our entrance. We'll have a matching one on the other side, because symmetry is nice. We'll run these. Do I want dual or single, or a single assembler? I could put one on each side right here, and that will make this interior rather tight, but it would work. So I'm thinking here, let's put that away. That's kind of annoying. So pilot seat here, and then come back here. I'd like a small, like, crew quarters. Is this large enough for the cockpit? I'm thinking yes. So let's start blocking this out. So that's our flight area. And then come back here. This is our industrial area. And we'll go through that, I think, to our crew quarters, which won't be all that big. Okay, gotta watch my hydrogen too. And then we'll do our crew quarters behind the refinery area with the second set of large engines here, and then we'll do the rest of our engines. We'll have solar panels on the tops and sides. like always. Am I forgetting anything? Flying. We need gyroscopes. Those will go in the industrial. We'll put the assemblers on the roof. How about that? And I might bump that back a block. And so this will be the start of the crew quarters area. It's gonna... yeah, I think that will be enough interior space. And we're not looking for anything luxurious. The idea would be just to get around if we had to. And let's put down our cockpit. So I want the smaller one. Yeah, the flight seat. There we go. And just control stations and flight seat are my options. We'll also add some turrets, I'm thinking, to the bottom. We'll have the conveyors running because of the refineries anyways. Maybe on the side. And do I want an area for the mining ship? I think I'll be able to top hangar above the personal quarters. So let's get the rest of this blocked out real quick. Oh, and I'm going to need oxygen systems. Oxygen, we'll put that right in here actually. Oxygen shouldn't be too hard to run because I can just have it depressurize the surrounding atmosphere. Oop. Dang. Everything's got to be facing the right way. I say as I mess it up repeatedly. And okay, I think that will work. And we'll only use an airlock for the outside door, I'm thinking. Which means if this place is breached in one section, we're pretty in trouble. Oh. That's probably not the only one I placed off, but whatever. I'll fix this one given I noticed it. And we'll do our airlock block here. Airlock. Airlock. I don't need an armored one. Rotate that. Oh, it starts closed. That's different. I swear those used to start open. We'll do matching on the other side. That's currently blocked. And what do we want to do for here? Just a standard curved nose? Nothing really that special. So, gotta think this through. So, if that goes there, and that goes there as well, and we're doing on hydrogen. We're doing okay. It's probably just refueled too. Like that. Yeah, that's our standard curved nose. And we'll do our air stuff on top, I'm thinking. Ah, that's so annoying. I swear those used to start open. You know, we'll just have to build this in a bit. Although I think I've blocked, I've blocked off my ways to get around this now. Yes, I have. Perfect. So this is mainly just going to be a lot of welding. Our solar panels, we'll put some on the main engines on the outside, some on the top, and on the outside we'll have one facing this way and one facing forward. The back engines will do the same thing, one on the outside, one facing backwards. Just that way we're getting sun no matter what, so it will give us some power. We'll strap some batteries, I'm thinking just to the roof right here, because that sounds super safe. And that looks like one I placed wrong. So anyways, I'm going to do most of that, I'm going to do all that work off camera, just because I don't think welding and running back and forth between two spots is all that exciting. So the first thing I'll bring online are the solar panels and the engines. Oh, I need gyroscopes as well. We'll strap some gyroscopes back here. I think we'll do a row of batteries in the middle, so like 4 of those maybe, and then some gyroscopes. I don't think we need all that many gyroscopes. But anyways, like I said, again, that's going to happen off camera. And this will be our roof. No, that one was wrong. So I'll weld this all up and then we'll get back to this. But I'm Antalous. I'll catch you later.